Let's go ahead and start it.
All right, there, hasslers of the world. We are live from the Front Street offices, our little boardroom, if you will, for the next couple days. And then on Friday, we're going to move on down to the tap room. So
We are?
yeah.
Well, that's
so on Friday,
breaking news
if
to
you
me.
guys want to join us live in studio, be down at the tap room, the Front Street tap room at noon. And I'm sure they'll probably tap the Firkin Friday for us a little earlier that day. So let's make a plan. If we can't be at our studios, we will not be silenced. This is our plan. This is our pledge to you, all the hasslers. We don't want Easy Rays deleting any accounts on Twitter. You wouldn't have anything else to do if you did.
All right, so, yeah, normally, obviously, we'd rather be in the studio, but, hey, issues are issues, and you got to go with the flow.
And guys,
To be in the boardroom, baby.
Yeah.
I like it down
boardroom's
here.
nice. But listen, everybody out there that's listening live on Facebook or later on, you guys, if anybody's pissed off about this, there's nobody more than us. And I would say nobody more than Jay, and then it goes down from there. But trust me, frustration station, people at the studio are frustrated as well. It sucks, man. And it's just one of those things where technology sometimes is a funny thing. So bear with us. We will be back on Celestial Radio. Do not doubt it. We have not been fired.
It's almost.
We are still the second
here's
best
what it-
show in that building.
Yeah, here's what it is, folks. You know when there's, when they say, when athletes hold out
Yeah.
and they refuse to do any work, Town Square is holding out that we now have to give them money to be on the air. So that's what it is. It's a complete rouge. They're saying everything's wrong, but what they're saying is that it's a holdout, and sooner or later we have to get negotiations with them. So
I got news for Becky. I can hold out longer than she
yeah, it's not.
It's a little backwards, if you ask me. Huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
By the
But-
way, Becky, we're joking if you listen to this.
Yeah. Anyway, we missed Monday, Tuesday. If we were going to do anything on Monday, we can make it fast. It would be the WrestleMania recap, right, Marvin?
Oh, yeah.
And Tuesday would be the national championship. The WrestleMania recap, Marvin, what did you think?
It's a lot of wrestling, Jay.
Yeah?
It's a lot of wrestling.
Were your nether regions excited, though, the entire time?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Probably at the very end.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah.
So your prediction came true,
Yeah.
right?
Most of them did.
What's her face won the
Yeah.
girls match?
Most of them were pretty on point.
Yeah.
I
I
really.
think you guys got the big ones all right. You said Batista would lose to Triple H.
Mhm.
You said what's her face Becky would win the three-way ladies match,
Yeah,
the
three-way.
headliner match.
Easy. So that's the easiest money.
And then you also said that our local talent would win
Yeah.
over.
Oh, yeah.
Although at the beginning, that Brock Lesnar's a cheating SOB, Jay.
I tell you why, you nailed it. Yeah.
He is a piece
So
of
here's-
work, that fella.
Well, what part do you want to say? That he just totally flipped the script of the show and came out and said, "Hey, if we're not going to be going on last, we're going on first."
Interrupted the Hulkster,
The Hulkster.
the immortal one.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman comes out, says, listen.
Hey, he didn't even give him that. He just walked
No.
right past him.
He said, bye. Huh. That was it, man.
And they
Hey,
said,
happy birthday to Dale.
"Oh yeah."
Oh.
Who's Dale?
Dale.
Listeners, yeah.
Oh,
Comes into Harrington's.
Yeah.
So, so he just beats him down before they ring the bell. Beats down Port Seth Rollins. The biggest thing was the ring announcer, the guy ringing the bell, who when he threw him over the table, Brock Lesnar threw him into the poor guy, and that guy took it in the sternum. And does that guy know that bump is coming? I don't think so.
I didn't think he knew that was coming.
I don't want that bump.
You know.
yeah, I mean, because
It was a
Seth
night.
Rollins weighs what, a good 225?
It was a night of a lot of faces, as to be. The Miz lost. That'd be one of the only other ones that lost. The title changing hands by the women's was interesting, the Iconics.
And
But
Kofi won?
Kofi won.
Kofi
Yes.
Mania.
Kofi Mania, which is huge. Obviously, we talked about that on Friday. African American champion. The only other one that people debate about is the finish in the women's.
Yep.
Whether or not it was a screw job or whether it was a work.
Yeah, I don't.
It was a work. It was meant to be
sure.
that way.
Yeah. I mean,
That way she can walk out and say that she was never champion. She can take time off and she can come back and say, she was never beaten, really. And you can always say, point to the footage. The other thing that people are speculating that is a work or not is the attack on Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
I hear that was Marvin's cousin.
No,
Oh,
never do such a thing.
all right, my bad.
That's wrestling royalty right there, bud.
All right.
You can't do that. You're not supposed to.
No, that's not. The guy got arrested. He had 2 counts of aggravated assault. So it's
Not a work.
yeah,
Work, not a work.
Work, not a work. There
Not
was
a
a work later on that night, wasn't it? Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
With,
with Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, that was a work. So
I want to talk about Chris Jericho calling somebody out.
okay,
Conor McGregor.
he sure did.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm just slowly starting to hate Conor McGregor.
Slowly?
Yeah.
Why so slowly?
I don't know. He just reminds me of some other Irish punk I know. Always runs his mouth, and he really doesn't really ever back it up anymore.
I don't think what I think he got into in this situation, if we're going to talk about it, I think he was giving Becky her due, calling her the champ, and he didn't realize that people were going to come in and say, no, Chris Jericho obviously had 2 titles at once before. And for him to say, no, that was a WCW title, it doesn't count, even though it was under the same banner. So then Jericho said, stay in your lane, Junior, or whatever else. And that was about it. So I hope what that does now is opens the door. Is Conor going to go do something at AEW with Jericho?
How big's Conor? What's his size?
I think he fights down at 135.
Well, that's me walking around.
That's awful scary, 135.
Tell me about it.
135 reminds me of the video I saw. The guy took 10 kicks to knock out an old man. He looked like 135. Real scary.
I'm just saying, man.
It's terrifying.
But we did see the return of someone who we did not see on WrestleMania,
Who dat?
The Undertaker,
On
Monday Night Raw.
I missed it.
That dude's older than me, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He's got a few more miles on him, too. But I don't know if you noticed this, but he's had less affiliation with a WB official on any of his social media and stuff like that, so it's a little more personal, not just business. So he threw up an Instagram post and pretty much said he's going to decide when he's done, and he thinks he's still got more in the tank and what have you. So
Because he saw Batista and he said, I didn't look that bad.
Right, yeah.
I didn't look that bad 3 years ago.
For Undertaker doing what he does, and I mean, he still looks in pretty good shape.
Hey, man,
so.
Batista had to come back from the dead, dude. I mean, he was
he
killed
got
in
disintegrated.
Avengers.
God, he looks like it. I'm not kidding.
He's just invisible.
He looks like I know he got disintegrated. He looks like he's deflated in real life.
Let's just take it easy on Dave Batista, all right? He's an actor in Marvel, all right?
Yeah.
I don't want to pick it on
He needs if ever they bring his character back, he needs to get back into shape or whatever else.
I think a lot of people.
Well, that's
are
why he
gonna come back
retired.
to
I mean, you figured, I'll phone this one in, go put on an okay match, whatever. I don't need to get too ripped. I'm not the animal or anything. Whatever.
Ugh. Not pretty sight.
life. I didn't see it.
Monday night, Virginia's the national champion.
Virginia.
What a great game, man. I mean, really, I had no dog in the fight. I wanted Texas Tech, but man, really, right, guys?
Why did you want Texas Tech?
Not me.
I don't know. I just didn't like Virginia.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
You
know.
wanted Virginia?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. That's kind of a general consensus from everybody.
What?
Was, not sure. I kind of wanted just the underdog.
Yeah.
So I wanted Texas Tech because it was their first time to the Final Four, let alone the title game.
Mm-hmm.
But then I kind of wanted Virginia because although they did, being the first team to ever get knocked out by a 16 seed the year before to come back next year. But they did make it, they did try saying they exaggerated what they call like a Cinderella story. I'm like, no. You were the 1 seed 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
You're not a Cinderella story. You screwed up last year.
Yeah.
You made the history books by getting beat by the Retrievers.
I think both
So
teams
it was cool to see them bounce back like that, but they were still a 1 seed going in 2 years in a row in the tournament.
both teams had a lot of likable players. You know what I mean? You didn't have like a villain.
It was pretty low scoring to start the game.
Yeah, like I said,
thought it was
in
gonna be
Virginia had to pull off-
35-30.
last 3 games Virginia played, they pulled off some. You know, I mean, they had to squeak past Purdue. They had to squeak past.
It's cool to see overtime in the title game.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay.
I have a picture on my phone. I think Guy fouled that guy the 3-pointer at the end,
Yeah.
and they didn't call it the way Guy got it. I think he fouled him. The guy didn't sell enough.
You let that go.
One more thing about this guy character. Does he not look like everybody you would imagine walking around the campus at Virginia?
Yeah.
Just the hair. The only thing is I would expect him more to be wearing plain khakis, not shorts or anything.
If you saw him walking down the street, what would you say?
Hey, guy.
Hey,
guy.
Yeah. I want to remind everybody about how he hit those free throws on Saturday. Those three of them.
Auburn.
Against
Saturday?
Auburn.
How about Monday night?
Yeah, he's.
Were they-
Hold on a second. I want to talk about Saturday.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to remind everybody that I hit three free throws also
Jesus.
at the fitness
Back
center.
to the game.
I hit 3 free throws. So I don't know why.
I know you posted it.
You didn't hit 3 in a row, though.
Well, come on, let's not argue semantics.
Your video is
Everybody's
3
saying
out of
how
100, Jay, is 3%.
everybody's saying about how great that was,
Uh-huh.
and I just want to tell everybody that I hit 3 free throws also.
I'm sure you did.
Okay, back to what I was saying. The title game, in overtime, they were like an insane 12 for 12 or maybe more for free throws in overtime. That was incredible. For both teams that had individual players that I didn't see one player who shot over 80% from the free throw line all year long.
Yeah,
everybody, like
the
Texas
senior from Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
He had the hard pronounced last name.
The center.
Duzane or
Yep.
something.
So,
he was like a 62% free throw shooter. He was 3 for 3 on
those
the day.
guys, Texas Tech made every single free throw down the home stretch too. So did Virginia. But then the difference was in overtime, Texas Tech shot 0 free throws and Virginia shot about 12. So that's where that happened. But
That's why you got to practice free throws.
All day, Marvin.
That's what I was trying to. My kids were on Saturday during that game. I'm like, you guys got to watch this. And they don't care. I'm like, this kid his whole life he's been on the free throw line telling himself, I got to hit these 3 to, in the Final Four national championship. I'm like, this is what he's been practicing for. This is what practice is all about. And I think they're too busy.
Is that why you still?
Well, yeah, now
Shut up, Dad.
Yeah.
God, you're the worst.
Yeah, I want to get back to my Legos or watch
Dad.
people build Legos on YouTube.
Dad, you know what you should be doing? Shutting up.
So that's pretty much what we missed. Now we get to go into the Masters.
My favorite time of year, Jay. This is my favorite week of golf. Oh, my God, I'm so excited, Jay Bird.
All right, let's talk about this Masters pool I'm in. Real quick, we got to read something for Locals Love Us, though. We're going to talk about this
I
Masters
saw
pool.
Chopper today.
where'd you see him?
I probably stop by with our ad that's going to go in the magazine for us. So make sure when you're at localsloveus.com, you vote for us as your favorite radio show.
Did you tell them that we were okay on the Don't Hassle for Local page? Did he show you that? Did he show you that one
That's
too?
what he showed me.
Oh, I thought you said the Pints one.
Oh, I meant ours.
Okay.
He met me at Pines. If I said Pines,
You
I
did
meant-
say Pints. I probably wasn't paying attention. It's my
Pints?
fault.
Where's
Pints?
Where's Pints at?
Hey, Quad City, stop
Thanks.
going to your favorite social media sites asking for suggestions of where to get your oil change, who does the best tattoo work, or the best place for lunch in the Quad Cities. Pick up your Locals Love Us guide. They have an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find whatever you're looking for. Go to their website at localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse the favorites. It's so easy to use, they even rank the most popular places for you. While you're on their website, don't forget to vote for our show, Don't Hassle Us for Local, and all of our sponsors. Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
All right.
I'll tell you, a good place for lunch is this place right here, Front Street.
Mm-hmm.
Had that gacho steak sandwich today, boys.
I'm glad you guys got to eat.
Jay's very hungry.
I didn't get TJ.
He liquid lunch there, right there.
That's what I'm going to do. All right, guys. There's this
I was too busy swimming down the street to get here.
Yeah, I'm in the Masters pool. And if anybody out there on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line wants to chime in and I can go back and read this stuff, help me out. All right, I'm in a Masters pool. And you're in one too, the same one, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's $10 per entry. You pick any of the 10 players from the roster.
From the field.
I'm just reading the rules.
Okay.
Winner is the person with the lowest total score of 10 golfers. So that's everybody that puts in their 10, whoever has the lowest, right?
Yeah, so you'd have,
Okay. Tiebreaker, if needed, is closest projected winning score in relation to par. What does that mean?
So par's 288. The Masters usually, the winner is around 12 under.
12 under.
Yep.
So 276.
There you go.
Any selected golfer who does not make the cut is given the highest total carded score for the tournament.
So that would be the guys that make the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever finishes dead last. So let's say
Okay.
30 guys that make the cut or whatever ends up being the cut. If your guy is plus 12,
Okay.
That would be what that guy
If
would be.
one of my selected golfers withdraws before the start of the tournament, you can find an alternate, but you got to get a hold. What's going on? Why would anyone withdraw?
We had a guy get injured last year, or not last year.
Oh, was that the
3
guy?
years, Dustin Johnson slipped and fell on the stairs.
No, what about the guy who celebrated the three par last year and rolled his ankle?
Finau?
Yeah,
He ended up playing.
That's today, isn't it?
yeah, that's today.
Tony Finau played. He was fine.
Do you get into this? I'm going to take a side thing here. Do you get into this 3-par challenge thing?
I love it. It's one of my favorite things. This and the 16 at with the people running and cheering
At the Waste Management?
Yeah.
Why do I know that? All right. So what's the big deal about the 3-par thing?
Well, because you're going to have guys that aren't going to play in this tournament. You're going to have Nicholson play. You're going to have Gary Player there. You're going to have all the old timers. Guys that are just too old to play anymore in this tournament, but they come out and play this little par 3 thing. It's a lot of fun. You'll have things like Nicholson's son hit a hole-in-one here like last year.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's just a fun thing, and the families are all there. It's a little more intimate. It's not so sterile and competitive. It's a lot of fun. How about that?
So what do you mean they normally can't? So what do they play if they can't normally play? Do they the senior tour?
No, they're retired, Bird. Like they're too old to play golf.
These are the guys I want to play against. Then
they would still kick the hell out of you.
We'll find out sooner or later. So okay, then only one alternate selection would be allowed. If more than one of your selected golfers withdraws those additional that's dumb.
Well, anyway, so
the
what
payout,
happened? Dustin
right.
Johnson slipped on the steps and broke his rib or bruised his rib. He couldn't play 1 year, like last minute.
Last time I checked, it's a long ways away from your heart.
Well, when you're swinging a golf club, it hurts.
All right, so the current odds for the Masters, courtesy of Odd Shark. You ready?
Rory.
Do you know that?
Yeah, I know. Rory's the favorite, followed by Dustin
Well,
Johnson.
why is Rory the favorite?
Well, because he just won a tournament 2 weeks ago, and he's been playing phenomenally. He's finished in the top 5 in his last 5 tournaments, I believe.
Okay.
Top 10 in at least his last 10. I think
All right. Well,
all
right.
yeah.
You're right. Plus 700.
Dustin Johnson is then next.
Yes, he has it. Plus 1,000.
And then I want to say it goes Justin Rose.
It is Justin Rose at plus 1,400.
And then after that, I think it's Tiger Woods.
It is also Tiger Woods at plus 1,400.
And then after Tiger Woods, it gets a little iffy. I want to say it's Ricky Fowler.
Close. I think of the guy it's the guy who starred in Mad Men, the show.
That doesn't help.
John Rahm?
No,
that's him.
he shouldn't be that high.
He's plus 1,600. But Ricky Fowler's plus 1,800, right on the outside looking into what you said. Who else you got?
You're going to have the Jordan Spieth in there.
Tied for plus 1,800.
You're going to have Brooks Koepka up in there.
A little bit lower, but he's got the best arms on the tour.
Yes, he does.
Didn't Brooks Koepka punch somebody in the face last year, flying back?
Or that was, no, that was from the thing.
Oh, the Ryder
That was
Cup.
from the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
You're going to have.
Are you running the camera, or are you looking something up right now?
I'm just looking up my list that I made. I couldn't remember. No, but
Okay.
that's just my picks.
Okay. These are your picks.
Francisco Molinari.
Plus 2,200.
Yep. And your boy, cool guy Tommy Fleetwood.
Yes. Cool guy
He's
Tommy
on
Fleetwood.
my list.
Okay, why is Bryson DeChambeau plus 3,300 considering he's 6th in the world right now?
He hasn't done well at the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there's your winner.
No, he's not.
You heard it here first.
No, Bryson's not going to be your winner.
Francisco Molinari is plus 2,200. Paul Casey is plus 2,500. Jason Day plus 2,800. Bubba Watson. You don't like that guy.
I hate Bubba Watson.
Where's the
Hideki Matsuyama.
Where's the dick of the tour? Patrick
Bubba
Reed.
Watson and Bryson DeChambeau. Mark my words.
Patrick Reed is plus 5,000.
Patrick hasn't been playing well, man. He after his Masters victory last year, he just kind of.
Matt Kuchar plus 4,500, 4,500.
Kuchar would be some good money. I think he makes the cut.
All right, I got to fill out 10 of these, and this is what I found out last year.
You're going to fill out 10?
No, 10 people.
Oh, I got you.
I got yelled at by Joey Mossbrucker because he said you're just taking favorites. You got to get some guy out there that's long shot. That way you'll get away from the pack. So I got to get some people that are away from the pack.
It's not necessarily true.
What time of the day did you talk to Joey?
It was light out.
Okay.
I filled it out I believe I filled it out. It would have been like Wednesday at 3:00 before the Masters.
Jay, there's enough. You only get 10. There's enough guys within the top 15, top 16 to fill your bracket.
All right. Well, we know Tommy Fleetwood's got to be on my team.
Yes.
And Bryson's got to be on my team.
Okay.
Brooks Koepka's got to be on my team. Brooks
is not on my team.
He's got to be on mine because
he hasn't been playing well.
He loves the curls for the girls workout.
He loves the curls for the girls. He did not. I think last year he wasn't feeling good for the Masters. Or I think he was hurt. And this year he started out kind of rocky. I don't know. I don't like Brooks for this tournament. I love Brooks because he's a competitor, but I think he's still dealing with some things. I don't like Brooks.
Is there anything out there in the Vance Beats Pub Grill Facebook comment line that I should be looking at? Any golfers?
No.
Okay, why is Tiger Woods so high? And wasn't he the favorite going into in the fall or something like that?
Here's the deal. Tiger always plays well at Augusta, almost for the most part. He's had a couple,
What's Tiger's best round at Augusta?
I want to say he shot a 62, but I could be wrong. There's one year he won it. He shot 18 under for the tournament. I want to say, and that
That'd
might
be
have
a
been
64.
The first year. Well, not for the tournament.
Oh,
he shot 18 under for the tournament.
Okay. Well, Jordan Spieth has shot a 64 before.
Okay.
In a round.
Yeah.
And I think 63 is the best ever at the Masters.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And I don't even know who holds the record, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think the Tiger was the best round at the Masters.
We'll need to look that up, who's got the best round, because I did try to look for it earlier today, but it was actually as I was driving down Locust, and you're not supposed to be doing those things. Googling and driving at the same time.
We have a stat cat.
I know. Best round at the Masters.
Best round ever?
Ever at the Masters. I believe it's 63, but I don't know who has it. And I feel like it's Tiger. All right. Ricky Fowler at plus 1,800. What do you think about him?
I like Ricky. Won last week.
I don't like Paul Casey.
No, I'm not a big Paul Casey fan. He'll make the cut, but I don't think he's, at the end of the day, he's going to be towards the top.
Adam Scott's intriguing.
Adam Scott's kind of.
He was great in Parks and Rec.
His day is come and gone. Adam Scott has. He's still a great golfer. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's going to be high enough up the leaderboard to put him on my team.
All right, here's what we got to do here.
So before I could even Google it, Papa Surge says I thought Tiger was minus 21 in the late 90s.
In 97 when he won it.
That's for the tournament, Papa Surge. Yeah. We're just talking about a single day. He's right. Tiger was up there. Tiger was up there for the tournament. Tiger has the lowest all-time tournament score.
Widest margin and lowest winning score with 270. Okay, that's total.
It's Tiger in 97, lowest ever.
What is it? 7-2
lowest round is what you're looking for, Serge.
Yeah, just one round. Because I know Jordan Spieth hit 64, and I think he's one off the record at 63.
This has Tiger at. Okay, it's lowest 18 holes. So Spieth has a 64 in 2015.
Yeah.
Tiger had a 65 in 97.
So it's 64.
64.
Okay.
It's actually a tough one to look up.
Does Justin Rose fall under the thing of
Dennis Cruz says that Nick Price had a 63.
That's what it is then.
Yeah, that's
I told you it's 63.
Right, yeah.
All right. Does Justin Rose fall under the rule you can't trust a man with two first names?
No, Justin Rose is going to do well at this tournament.
Is it because it's a female? You can't trust a female name, Rose?
No.
Okay, because listen to all these golfers. Justin Thomas. Paul
Justin
Casey.
Thomas is going to do well. No.
Adam Scott.
Just in case.
Patrick Reed. These are all these people that have two first names. That's why golf is so messed up. Brandon Grace.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Keegan Bradley. You can't trust these golfers. There's too many two first names.
You know who Bryson DeChambeau is?
He's a national champion from LSU.
He's Borat from Ricky Bobby.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
DeChambeau. I like this guy.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Don't mess with him.
Borat.
So,
you just like his swimsuit.
all right. Is there anybody that you mentioned? Is there anybody that you're staying away from?
I already said I'm staying away from. Patrick Reed. Staying away from. Who did I say? Staying away from Phil. Staying away from Bubba. Staying away from Bryson DeChambeau. I like Brooks, but I'm just staying away from him for this tournament. But I do have him as my alternate in case I need him. Because I do trust him some more than the other guys. My sleeper, who's not, he's a little further down. I always take Hideki Matsuyama. It always plays well at the Masters. So
all
Hideki
right,
will be Hideki's my guy. That's the furthest down the list on
Okay.
odds.
According to SI.com, Hideki Matsuyama is on the list for high-value sleepers. Statistically, he checks all the boxes. He's a high ball hitter. Check. Record at Augusta. Check. 4 straight top 20s, including a solo 5th in 2015. Is he in good form coming in? Check. Tied for 3rd at Torrey Pines. Tied for 9th at Riviera. Tied for 8th at the Players. He also ranks 2nd in strokes gained approach this season. The issue here is with his putter. He often struggles to hole the mid-length putts you need to win a major. But if he can have just a slightly above average putting week, he strikes it well enough to win.
You're reading an ad? That sounded so strange.
I know.
But according to SI.com, the pick to win it all is Justin Thomas.
Okay. T-Roy says it's Dustin Johnson.
DJ?
I say DJ. I struggle between him and Tiger.
Long shots worth of play. Gary Woodland,
No.
Ian Poulter.
I don't mind
Poulter
the
has 4 top 6 finishes worldwide this year.
My other guy I think has a very good shot is Francisco Molinari.
He is
Very good shot.
also in your according to SI.com, high-value sleepers.
I wouldn't call him a sleeper, but
Well, he doesn't have a finish of better than top 20 in 7 tries.
he won the daggone British
At
Open,
Augusta,
for God's sakes.
he has not finished better than the top 20 in 7 tries.
Okay, well,
And he shot as many rounds in the 80s here, one, as he has in the 60s.
you're listening to SI. They don't have very good writers.
No, they said he's a sleeper. They're also saying, but the
I would say he's
Molinari,
not a sleeper.
the Molinari of the last 11 months feels like a completely different player than the
There we
Molinari
go.
of 35 years prior.
Well, that's the thing. He's not a sleeper. If he's been
He's
playing
added
well
distance.
lately.
He's
They're
putting
added
way
distance.
better. He is a sleeper if he hasn't been in the top 20 in seven tries.
He won the British Open, Jay.
Do
than a
they
year
play the
ago.
British Open at Augusta in Georgia?
No, but the guy's
do
been
they?
playing. Molinari won 4 weeks ago.
At Augusta?
No, in the same conditions as Augusta, down south.
Same conditions.
Yeah, humid and hot.
Was there
Southern
was there
United
an
States.
Arctic blast going in 14 inches that looks like Hoth from Empire Strikes Back that's going to affect the United States during this global warming period during
No.
Masters Week when he won down in South somewhere?
They're not going to get snow there. They'll be fine.
I'm just saying the climate and the pressure is going to change things.
Settle down, Al Gore. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
can't sit there and say that it's not a sleeper if he's never gotten in the top 20.
He's not a sleeper.
He's a sleeper.
Not a
He's plus 2,200. According to Vegas, he's
Well, that's not the odds I saw. I got him in here at
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got the best odds, at the 8th best odds. There's 7 people
That's not a
there's
sleeper.
8 people that are better than him.
That's not a
That's
sleeper.
a 9. If a 9 seed wins the NCAA tournament, do you call that a sleeper?
He's
Because
20
he would
to
be a
1.
9 seed.
He's 20 to 1. That's not a sleeper.
He's the 9th seed.
No, he's not.
Well, there's 8 people that are favored better than him.
If you took a field of 64, he would not be a 9 seed.
I'm just taking it right now. Even if it's a field of 16, he'd be a 9. There's 8 people that have better odds than him, a lot better odds, and I think Vegas knows what they're doing.
I'm looking at the odds too. We got Rory 8 to 1, Dustin 11 to 1, Rose 15 to 1, Ricky 15 to 1, Jordan and Tiger 16 to 1.
Those
and
are all
then-
1,600. It's exactly so he's
and
22
then-
to
and
1.
then Francisco 20 to 1.
According to odds, no,
Yeah,
no, I'm telling you. According to
That's not a
oddshart.com,
sleeper.
he's 22 to 1.
it's not a sleeper.
A boxer is 22 to 1 to
That's
win the
not a
fight.
sleeper. A sleeper is this guy. Siwoo Kim 80 to 1. That's a sleeper.
True Cinderella story there, T-Roy.
Thank you.
He has-
Poulter 100 to 1. That's a sleeper. This guy's up with your favorites on the top 10. Sorry.
He's never had a top 10 finish
I
at
don't
Augusta.
care. I don't call that a sleeper.
He has never had a top 10 finish at
It
Augusta.
doesn't matter. He's not a
He
sleeper.
never had a top 15.
It's how he's playing now. It's not what he's done for me lately.
I'm-
I've had 13.
Yeah, so get that going for me.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Internet slow.
No.
We're good. You said something about Al Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh?
Chump.
Get all upset about that. So let's. I got a little game for us to play.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna do it when we're gonna come right back.
Is
We
it
have to
called
talk.
Up and Down the River?
No, but we need to talk about. Why don't we talk about Front Street and then we'll come back and we'll do a little game.
Front Street Brewery, the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, is nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi.
I'm so angry. He's not going to get top 15.
Yes, he is.
It's served the fine community of Davenport, Iowa since 1992 with awesome beers such as the Davenport Gold. Jay, how is that Davenport Gold?
I drank it already.
Davenport gone.
Yeah, that's right.
It's got pale straw in color with the sweet corn-like aroma and a crisp, clean finish. Smooth, balanced, and refreshing. Or the Wise Guy, their take on the instantly recognizable German wheat beer that staked its claim on palates around the world. Brewed with noble German yeast, this refreshingly sweet and smooth brew features a citrusy tart aroma with significant notes of banana and clove. Or the Raging River, their English-inspired American Indian Pale Ale with incredible balance featuring an earthy, slightly fruity hop aroma with moderately bready malt notes. Bronze-colored IPA that you don't need a beard to drink, it's your gateway IPA. Check out their Facebook page for food and drink specials. Also visit their webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com. Go to the restaurant at 208 East River Drive or the tap room at the Freight House Complex. Calling all bars and restaurants, call your local distributor to get Front Street on your tap lines or in your cooler now. Once again, www.frontstreetbrew.com.
All right, so we talked last week about the death of the AAF. Right?
Wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
After 59 days, it's no longer there. So we have to do
You owe me $20.
things that lasted long. I do owe you $20.
So does your
for
wife.
it, yeah. Things that lasted longer than the AAF.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to give you something. Don't look at it. See, this is it.
I couldn't read it.
You don't have his cheaters on mine.
Hey, it's not my list.
Oh, that's what I was,
Yeah.
that's what I was looking at.
Wait, I know we're not on radio, but
Oh, I looked just for the last one.
All right. So the AAF lasted 52 days. That's from kickoff to when they folded, all right? Obviously, they announced it in February 2018, but we have to go with the day that when it kickoff, okay? Not even kickoff.
Is this gonna
First
be-
hike.
Is this longer or not longer? Is that
Longer or not longer
Okay.
than the 52 days, all right? So I'll give you something. It may be event history, it may be sports related. Who knows? Just go with the flow.
I'm with
You're going to tell me.
I'm here all day.
Longer than 52. So if I were to say, for example, we should all know this, Joe DiMaggio's hit streak,
Well, that would be 56 games.
and that would be
Longer than 52.
yeah.
Right?
Yes, so it's longer. Okay. Let me go through this then.
I have some.
Yeah, you can throw some in.
No, I'm good. It's like T-Roy's eyes right now.
The longest winning streak in Division I football history belongs to Oklahoma. Was that winning streak longer or less than 52? So that how many games did they win versus 52 days? Which number's higher or lower?
I'll say it's lower than 52.
Let's say higher.
higher,
Longer.
longer.
Well,
Faster.
lower or higher, you're fine. It was from 1953 to 1957. It was 47 games. It is lower than 52. Here's one that we all should know. Well, T-Roy, I believe, will know. The scoreless inning streak in Major League Baseball, is it higher or lower than 52?
Scoreless.
By a
innings
pitcher,
streak
yep.
By a pitcher.
Yes, I know what it is, and it is longer than 52 because I want to say it's 55. And Oral Hershiser owns it. Scoreless inning streak, correct? That's what we're going for?
We didn't want to guess.
Sorry.
Is it higher or lower?
So,
It's
higher.
higher.
Higher, like the water.
Okay, that's a good one. It is higher. It's 59. Oral Hershiser.
All right,
1988,
59. He
right?
broke it. It was 55.
Good job, T-Roy.
Yeah. Speaking of water, the Great Flood of 1993. How many days was the Great Flood of 1993? Was it higher or lower than 52? Thank you for bringing that up, Marvin.
Hey, no
That's what we call in the business a segue. You're really good at this.
Check me out.
You're a radio
The
announcer.
Great Flood of 1993.
I should have taken a segue down here. That would have been way
Smell a
faster.
raise coming on.
You might be on something.
Segue from down there?
Segway Reynolds.
Dude, let's do it. We'd have so much fun.
Well, I'm going to bow out of this one because I was 3 years old when this was going on. So
you were 3 back in 1993. Yeah. I want to say that this went longer than 52 days, Jay. I wasn't living in Iowa
I'm
then.
gonna say longer too. I was in a different part of the state, but we still had the flood down there in Hamilton, Illinois.
I just remember seeing it on the news in Southern California, thinking, "Damn."
Would you say, Serge?
I said longer as well. It feel like I'm just going based off memory. It feels like it lasted quite a long time.
Felt like it was all the way into June.
Hard times.
Yeah, it actually ran June to August, and it was 74 days.
Holy cow!
Yeah. Wow.
That's my boat.
That's my
The Iron Sheik
Oh no.
won the WWF Championship in 1983.
Was Bob Backlund.
Was his reign as a WWF champion? How many days was he? Was it longer or shorter than the 52 days that the AAF was involved?
Can you give me the day that he won it, Jay?
December 21st, 1983.
A few years before my time.
Hold on. Nope, December 24th,
That's my
1983.
birthday, except not in 83.
I'm gonna say
longer.
shorter,
The Sheik?
lower, under.
I think.
Sorry, December 26th, 1983.
That feel?
Lower.
December 26th.
1983.
Beat Bob Backlund. And then he lost it to Hulk Hogan.
He did lose it to Hulk Hogan in 1984.
Yes. I'll say that it was shorter.
Surge?
Barely.
I already said under, shorter, below, lower.
It was, in fact, under. He had a 28-day reign. And he was supposed to lose it to Bob Backlund. They put in Hulk Hogan, which is the birth of Hulkamania, January 23rd, 1984.
You know whose birthday that is, don't you? Ray.
Dave Kelly's, too.
Wow.
Should we call Ray?
What are we going to call him?
I don't know. See how his taxes are doing?
How many days in 1976 did Lou Holtz last as the coach of the New York Jets? Was it over or under 52 days?
What year?
1976. This is for Papa Surge out there. Those who were around in 1976. See this?
I was 5.
I was I was pooping in my diapers.
Rubbing it on your face.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Let's not start those rumors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just other ones. All right.
That's why his skin's so beautiful.
It's also one of the shortest. It's in the top 5 shortest NFL tenures.
52 days, huh?
Is it over or under 52 days?
So not even 2 months.
He made it. I'll say he was longer, but not by much, maybe.
I hate to ride your coattails, but that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I'm not afraid to ride your coattails, so I'm going to say. I know nothing.
Good job, T-Roy. It's 444 days.
Wow. There you go. Thank you, Ronald Reagan.
Mm-hmm. The length of time we will be off the radio.
Over.
NCAA basketball winning streaks.
I'm with Surge on the women for sure.
Men's and women's.
It's just sad that I know
It's UCLA. It's UCLA and
It is UCLA and UConn. Are they over under 52 games?
over both.
over.
You guys are right on it. 8 for UCLA, 90 for UConn. Over under 52. And everybody who's just watching us on Facebook, we're doing the over under on the AAF, which RIP only lasts 52 days. The question currently is days things Magic Johnson has quit. Press conference is going to be this morning.
He just wants to be Magic, man. He doesn't want to be the bad guy.
I just want to
Things he's quit. Commentary.
Quit the dream team.
Yeah.
He handed it over to Michael.
He did. That's right. Quit the dream team.
What, didn't he lose it? Michael beat him to earn that?
Hey, quit.
The greatest game never aired.
You know what I'm saying, man.
I would say he's over.
Yeah, we'll go. That's an over.
Yeah, I'm saying he's over. I'll give you another one. Hours.
Coming out is 3 hours and 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Just 15 minutes too long.
3 minutes too short.
Left at noon and went down around 2 o'clock a.m. on April 15th.
This one, so don't connect to this one.
No.
No.
Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on, boys and girls.
It's trusted by thousands of business and homeowners in the quad, in your driveway or on the street because they've had systems like this.
I did something similar to that.
Okay.
I just put razor blades underneath my door handles.
As in residential real estate sales and assisting first home-time buyers. First
Did that commercial, which was nice, yeah.
Dirk's his teammates.
Budweiser Dirk.
His teammates
Oh,
all
Budweiser, sorry.
made a tunnel for him when he walked in.
Mm-hmm.